is bad. Flood is really bad. We need to avoid floods. Or at least get a ton of stuff out here so the flood can move around. And we can clear it. And I guess hope we don't top deck flood. That seems bad. You just automatically lose. I guess you draw. Well, yeah, no. Okay. Here you go. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Moving. Yeah, this moves around too much. Alrighty. Well, we'll try that again. Day 5. I shuffled this. I don't think I did. Anyways, I'm playing Star Wars Unlimited tomorrow, which is I'm super pumped about that. Brant is coming onto the stream. We're going to be doing Star Wars Unlimited. I am so excited to play that game. Has anyone played that game yet? It's got 6. Looking for the... Yeah, well, definitely taking this guy. Nature's Abundance. Walk with me. The Trowel. It's kind of the same start. We'll mulligan 4. Nature's Abundance. Eagle's Eye. There's the Eagle's Eye. I hope we just... As long as we don't top deck 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which, honestly, the flood may be in after our setup, after we travel to White Sky. If we top deck a flood, we'll... Mainly because I'm not 100% sure on that ruling. We'll just... It's not a flood. Sweet. Okay, Tidewater Muckets. So we can pry open a shell to savor its contents to add 1 damage to this being to soothe 2 fatigue. If there's an exhausted predator, yeah, sweet. Okay. And here we go. Let's go with the Hydro Lens Goggles. Let's go with Eagle Eye. Scout 3 path cards. We got the Romping Loon Trill, the Carnivorous Naiad, and the Loontrill Holt. Feature layers, water, prey, predator, flora. Oh, that's interesting. It's a predator flora. That's pretty cool. 6/9. Wow. You cannot remove your focus except with the following test. We're going to just grab the Holt. We're going to put the other 2 back on the bottom. And we'll get to draw this card. So this has a focus plus heart to coax the Loontrails back to their lair to add 1 lure to this feature. You may discard 1 token from an equipped food to commit 1 effort. That's kind of funny. And then this is a feature lair water clear. Shuffle a Romping Loontrill into the path deck for each lure on this feature. Sweet. That has a 2 presence, so that does give us a little bit of a buffer if we do draw a flood. We're going to go 2 for our fitness to play the Trowel. Honestly, playing Green Thumb may be also fairly decent. We can pull out a flora that a flood can move around to, because we do need to clear 3 floods before we end the day, or else I assume bad things happen. So that's the goal. That's the goal today. We have 2 spirits. We could try and connect with this Tidewater Musket. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll commit 2 spirit to connect with this guy. Plus 0. We're going to place 2 progress here. Alright. We'll go ahead and end the day there. We cannot travel, so we will just regain our energy. Draw a card. Get the Photoscopic Helmet. I like it. Draw a path card. Our path card is going to be a Romping Loontrill with Ambush, which means it fatigues us. And it's a 2/5. Excellent. We'll use a focus to play a helmet. That puts us at 4 inventory slots out of 5. When a ranger scouts, we increase the number of cards scouted by 1. So nice. Let's go ahead and try and connect with this romping loon trill. Oh wait, I didn't do this. Discard 1 rain. We suffer a fatigue. If there's an exhausted predator, ready it. Exhausted spring. Okay. I need to remember to do the trigger effects. We're gonna commit 2 spirit. Yeah, 2 spirit. It's a 0. So we are going to remove a cloud and suffer another fatigue. Um, 2 progress here. We've got, if there's an exhausted predator, if there's another romping in play, cool. Nothing yet. All right. Do we go green thumb here? I think we do. Let's go ahead and use 1 awareness to play green thumb. So search the path deck and discard pile for a floor and put it into play with the skill attached. I assume that we shuffle. The floods are there at the bottom. That's nice. Okay, so we can have a healer. Okay, well, I think that's actually the only thing we can do. Or we can grab this carnivorous naiad. I don't think I want to do that. So let's do the fresh blue kelpweed. Focus. Wrap the pungent leaves around a wound to add 1 damage to this feature and either heal 1 injury from a ranger or discard 2 damage from a being. So we can heal with that. Nice. Okay. It's all coming together. It's also nice that this has a 0 presence, so it doesn't really matter too much. And we can just ignore it if we are gonna do some test outside. We have an awareness. We can search the shores beside the towering parasols of white sky to scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw a card. Just had some great dinner. What did I miss? We got flooded. The flood hit us. We ended the day immediately, and we're on day 5 now. In terms of things we actually did, not much. In terms of story, a lot, because it was wild. Turns out you don't want to be flooded. Dang shapers in there flooding, right? What are they thinking? Okay. When you perform a test, I can dodge a card. I'm going to use my Undaunted Seeker. I'm going to dodge this Loon Trill, and we're going to test awareness to scout path cards at whites. Are we going to do that? Honestly, we need to place progress up here, and the only way we can do that is with focus, because it's a feature layer water, so there's not really much that we can do to like clear it other than place focus. So I'm actually thinking of not doing that, and we can find the flood, because the flood's going to get attached to here first, and I would like to be close to clearing this. Or no, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to get fatigued by this romping, and we're going to search for, or we're doing 2 awareness, 0, and we get to scout +1. So we're scouting 3. Artel with the affable angler to exhaust Artel. If there's a water card in play, soothes 2 fatigue and add 1 token to each equipped food. There's a flood card and another romping loon trill. I'm thinking we bring the flood. Thinking we bring the flood here. Fool me once, but then we'll keep the romping so we know that we can hit that pretty easily if we need to turn back to it. Okay, so we draw, we go flood. So when this card enters play, attach it to whatever has the highest presence. So we're going to attach that to the Loontrill Holt. We drew a blue, add 1 token to the weather. It is raining more. Exhaust this feature. Search the path deck and discard pile for a romping Loontrill and put it into play. Another one. It ambushes us, fatigues us. Okay, I feel like this game got more challenging pretty quickly. Okay. There is an active predator. Exhaust it. Add damage to here equal to its cost, or equal to its presence. This is now exhausted. If there's a romping Loontrill within reach, it escapes into the weeds. Move it to along the way. And then if there's an active predator other than a romping, exhaust it. Okay, well, that happened. That was exciting. But we do have this flood. The best way that we can, or the only way, is we can clear it with focus. I probably should have kept Cal, the guy that I scouted to the bottom of the deck, just because he could soothe fatigue. We're gonna go ahead and end the day. We're not traveling, but I need my money back. I'm gonna unexhaust everything. Draw a card and to breathe into it. After you perform a test, discard any number of cards from your fatigue stack to add 1 effort for every 2 cards committed. Okay. I do wish I had food. You can use food to coax things with the Holt. Okay, so shuffle a romping Loontrill into the path deck for each lure on this feature, and we clear. Oh, we add a token. So how do we clear that actually? Traverse to a location or a feature, so we can traverse that. That's good to know. For some reason, I was thinking that traverse was only for the location, but it's also to a feature. So we're good. We're good there. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and I don't know why I didn't just do my hydro lens goggles. Oh, we have 3 counters on here. I need to put those on. Okay. So let's go ahead and try and traverse here. So we're going to commit 2 fitness and a meticulous. So 3 total here. -1, so that's +2. So we do clear this. Add a progress here. Response. When this card enters play or the leaves play, attached to the being with the highest presence. So we're going to go here. Okay. Now let's resolve all of our blue. We're going to suffer a fatigue to put this back into our hand, just because I do want that that compass. Add 1 token to the weather. There's an active predator other than a romping Loontrill. Active predator, exhaust it. Go ahead and exhaust this guy. And add 1 damage. There's an active predator exhausted. Add damage to this being equal to that predator's presence. So this guy's going to get cleared. I'm listening to like it's the violin string quartet where they do like orchestra covers of. Right now, I'm listening to Believer, like the cover of Believer, but it's from like an orchestra. It's phenomenal. If you haven't listened to him, it's definitely like it's a vibe. If there's a romping loon trail within reach, it escapes through the weeds. Move it to along the way. Okay, so that's gonna move up there. Alrighty, now we can try and connect here. Or we can beat it to death. I don't think I actually want to. I don't think I want to clear that yet. I want to pull more cards out of the deck so I don't get I don't get overrun again. It feels weird. It feels weird mechanically or thematically, I should say. It feels weird thematically. That's like I kind of want the flood to prolong so I don't get over flooded. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and commit. Let's use a Hydro Lens Goggle to scout path cards. We're going to go 2, and we're going to check. We get a -1, so it's a 1 total, and +1, so we scout 2. Then we draw a path card. We got another Tidewater Muckets, so we can pry open the shell to add a damage and soothe to fatigue. Or we can get Elder, Murtok Growl. Listen to the wisdom of your elders. There's no way I'm hitting a focus 3. That is not within the realm of possibility for me to do. So we're gonna go ahead and we could just connect with the elder though. We have 1 progress, so if we pull the elder before we clear this romping loon trail, we can actually attach it to the elder instead of this romping loon trail. Now we're gonna throw the Tidewater Muckets on top just because it gives me the ability to soothe fatigue if I wanted to. Okay, I pulled red. There's another acting romping ritual. Exhaust each of them. It not active, so we're good. The number of flood tokens, we don't have any flood tokens on flood. I'm feeling a little bit better. It's kind of kind of a crazy scenario to go into blind, but we're here. We're here. Oh, and we draw this card. So we got the Tidewater Muckets. I may try and connect with this guy. Let's go ahead and try 2 plus. We're commit a breathe into it, so we're connecting for 3 here. We're gonna get a 0 that does clear, which means that this is gonna hop over to this romping loon trill. We add 1 progress here. Okay. We're doing all of our red. There are 2 active predators. Exhaust them. The other one wasn't active. Another active number of flood tokens, so we're good. We're good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. We're fine. So we just need to connect with the romping loon trail. My dad would always say, you never use the just word. If you ever describe an action as you just have to do this, it's going to be the most difficult thing you've ever done in your life. So I said the just word, and I always think about that when I'm, oh, we just have to do this. And it's like, well, that's not going to happen then. I do wish I had another fitness so that we could soothe some fatigue. We could try and heal some. We're just kind of out. We're just kind of out of things to do. We can try and exhaust a being. I don't think I really want to do that. So let's just go ahead and rest up. Unexhaust everything. And draw a card. Another Meticulous. And we got Elder coming out, hanging out. We can listen to our Elder. I think one of the... No. If this romping loon trail gets discarded, then we have more targets. The issue with our last like day, our last day playthrough, is that we ran out of targets. So if we keep our field pretty full, we'll be fine. I honestly kind of want that romping loon troll to go away. I would kind of rather it be on Elder because it's an easier clear at 2 rather than 5. Because ain't no way I'm attacking this thing. So let's try and pry this thing open. Let's commit 1, and we're gonna pry -1. Of course it is. 2 active. There's not. There's another active. The number of flood tokens. There's an active predator. Exhaust it. Add damage to this being equal to that predator's presence. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to make sure that the elder doesn't die, because that could be bad. I don't think I'm a huge fan of killing off our elders. Okay. We could connect. We could connect with the elder. Oh, we need to read the elder's entry. 51. Elder. Otherwise, go to 51.3. As you walk along White Sky's outermost platform, you see Elder Murtok Rao leaning over the railing, eyes focused on the lake. He has a long, thin fishing pole in one of his hands, casting with quick, practiced motions. He seems distracted, however, staring at the distant shore. Oh, hello, he says. Always good to have rangers on the platforms. His eyes never leave the shoreline. He seems to be looking for something. Clear with progress to find out what's on his mind. Okay. I think we're going to try another fit test here to pry this thing open. Got a 0 this time, so that's better. So we're going to add a damage and soothe 2 fatigue. So we got a leaf in the breeze and a walk with me. And then we're triggering blue card. So we're going to add a token to our weather. There's another active if there's a romping loon troll within reach. Nope. Active predator. Nope. We're good. Okay. We're going to use a spirit to try and tend to the Tidewater Mucket. -1 again. Dang. Okay, so blue, we're going to add another token. It's never going to stop raining, and then nothing happens here. That's fine. Oh, that was my connect. That was my connect action. I needed to connect using the spirit. That's on me. That's dumb. After you succeed in a traverse test, add presence equal to a being to your effort. This is an addition to equal to your success in a traverse test. So we actually probably want to. Okay, so we can use walk with me to clear that, because we can traverse like on this fresh blue kelpweed and clear the romping loon troll pretty easily, because we have a lot of traverse icons in our hand. Okay, that's cool synergy. Also, Jester, if you were curious, like I would have never seen that. I think I just happened into this combo. It just kind of worked out. So, I have ways to deal with flora, but this is a nice way to deal with some fauna out there. Yeah. While we're here, let's just go ahead and dodge Elder and try and connect with the romping loon troll +1. Hey, look at that. So we're gonna add 2 presents here. Discard 1 from here, and we'll suffer a fatigue. Exhausted. Add 1 flood token here. So we do have to be careful with the flood tokens, because if we get 1 more, we have to discard it. There's an exhausted predator. Ready it and exhaust this being. Uh-oh. Okay, well. Alrighty. So loon troll stood up. It's not too bad, actually. I don't think I want to connect. I don't think I really want to do anything. I think I just want to end the day. Or not end the day, I'm sorry, end the round. And then we can traverse and clear that Romping Loon Trail. Depending on what we draw from the deck, I guess. So I guess we could Hydro Lens Goggles, but then that gets really dangerous in getting rid of the Romping Loon Trail, which, again, we could just go here. So yeah, let's go with the Hydro Lens Goggles. We do draw an extra encounter card. Fatigue from being in reach, or is it friendly? So my Undaunted Seeker. Oh, actually, does friendly not uh fatigue you? That makes a lot of sense, honestly. Um, it's just something that I missed apparently. Friendly 26. Oh yeah, it doesn't fatigue you. Yeah, okay, nice. Yeah, so Elder is friendly. So I guess I did not have to use my ability. My ability here is when I perform a test, I can dodge a card. And so that's what I did to I didn't want to talk with the Elder. I dodged the Elder, and here we are. Okay. So do we want to go with the Hydro Lens Goggles? You could kept it for the along the way card. Yeah. I think I'm going to traverse here though. After you succeed in a traverse test, add presence to a being equal to your effort. This is in addition to the standard effect. So, yeah. Well, actually, you know what? We may traverse up here to White Sky and dodge the Romping Loon Trail. Because if we do that, then we can travel away fairly easily. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we're going to end the round and get all this back. Draw a card on exhaust. Another helmet. Nice. And counter card here is the bubble. The bubble is actually in this book too. I was looking at that earlier because it goes in and describes and shows us more of the bubble. Tumbletown. Have not been to Tumbletown yet. Yeah, the bubble here. So it's a built-out structure known as the bubble. Sits on the bed of White Sky Lake, visible from the parasols of White Sky. It's built into a wall of solid rock and crafted with a tough, clear, glass-like substance. The bottom remaining open to the lake bed. That's so freaking cool. That's so freaking cool. Cool. All right. So here we are. We're going to commit. Oh, wait. This is unexhausted. We are going to exhaust our Undaunted Seeker to dodge the romping Loon Trail, so we do not get fatigued by that. We're going to commit 2 fitness. And we're going to plus 4. So we're going to go 6. So that's way too much. We need, well, no, it's not way too much. A 5. A 5 is good. We're going to keep the helmet. Or no, we're going to keep Leaf in the Breeze. We already have a helmet. So we're going to go 5. A -2 still allows us to go through. I thought building a new path deck every time you travel would get daunting, but it hasn't. No, it really hasn't. And it's also kind of fun because you can kind of set up the scenario that you want to play. Like, I forgot, I should remember, but we went through. Also got a new map that's bigger. Which actually, now that I'm like unfolding it, may be too big for stream. It's fine. I think it was like the desert sucks, the mountain sucks. Like the encounter deck for these are not good. um, all right. So we're going 5 dodge here, 0. So we place 5 here. We're going to suffer a fatigue to pull Meticulous back. We'll suffer another fatigue to pull. Nah, we'll not. Yeah, we will. We'll suffer another fatigue to pull another Meticulous back. Okay. And then we are going to use a Spirit to play Walk With Me, which adds 5 here, which is going to move the Flood over here to Elder. This is clear, and we add our last progress here. I suppose a desert and mountain would be difficult. Yeah, it's. I just remember we just got rolled on. It's like us and our like we had nothing going on. We're just kind of hanging out, you know, young, full of ambition, and we just got almost eaten alive, literally. Um, okay, so let's go ahead and read here. I think I'm doing that right. Oh, and shuffle flood into the path deck. Oops. Okay, well, we'll just go 2 there, and we'll shuffle flood back in because we would have found it again. Okay, well, okay, so we're gonna shuffle. At least we can travel away from White Sky whenever we want to, I guess. But that does give us some other stuff to do. Um, did not need to ball out on that test, I guess. I do want to go ahead and let's go ahead and Hydrolink goggles. We'll go ahead and commit 1. Awareness. We'll go 2 awareness. +1, 3. Ooh, we get to look at 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. No flood. I think we're gonna just drop all these on the bottom. Find a flood later. Okay. And then blue, we're gonna add to the weather here. There's a romping loon trill in play. If there's an active predator, we're good. Okay. Now that I'm like playing more, the roll card that allows you to look at this top card of the challenge deck feels very, very strong. Because I could, you know, set Elder up to clear soon. Let's do Hydrolink goggles again. We're just gonna go. What did I just? Oh, just gonna commit 1. We got a -1. There you go. Active predator. 2 are active predators. Okay, so Hydrolink goggles are no longer around. Let's try to spirit to tend to the Tidewater muskets. -1. Okay, cool. We just keep drawing. If I had just done those in the opposite order, we would have been fine. Hilarious. We suffer a fatigue. There's an exhausted predator. Ready it. We're good. Okay. Let's end the round. We'll find another flood here soon. Draw a card. Unexhaust. What do we get? Perceptive. After you succeed in a test in which you committed this attribute, gain 1 awareness. We have not drawn any shuffles. That's crazy. I think this is the longest I've gone without drawing a shuffle card. Top card is Vera, the Lake Guide. Friendly. Spirit asks for guidance to discard a water obstacle. We just read her, so we don't need to read her again. And she will be the target of a flood if we do. When we do, I guess. What was that card that I need another walk with me. That'd be nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this. We're going to try an awareness to search. We're going to spend, let's spend 2. +1, 3. And there's our shuffle. There's our first shuffle of the day. So we're going to scout 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of floods. We're going to toss everything but the flood. We're going to pull the flood out and place it on Vera. We then drew a red. 2 active predators, active predator, and then we're going to shuffle. I do like this system of resolving tests. I think more so than Arkham, just because it feels like I don't know. It feels like if I have a ton of bad pulls in a row, I probably won't have more bad pulls going forward. Whereas with Arkham, the probability gets reset each time. Whereas here, unless you draw like one of those shuffle cards, you get to see new ones each time. So, alrighty, time to. We don't have a water obstacle out, so we can just try and connect with Vera. We're gonna go 2 Spirit to just try and connect with Vera. +1. There we go. Alrighty, so that's gonna clear Vera. She goes over here, and then we shuffle Flood, but that is the 3rd Flood. We are doing red active predators and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and read 1.07. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, because then we wouldn't have just been we would not have lost that last day because of how we played it. Okay, that makes better. You still lose if you top deck it, I think, which is kind of crazy. Unless it's not shuffled in until after. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm still learning all the timing and everything with this game, but 107, with some quick thinking and a lot of back-breaking work, you managed to redirect the worst of the floodwaters and save what you can. Thanks to your effort, this location is through the worst of it. Check off the bubble matching your current location next to Rising Waters on the campaign tracker and remove all progress from its mission card. Then, if all 3 locations are complete, read the following. Oh, we have to do more locations. Oh, I bet. I bet I bet we were supposed to write down the locations or something here. Okay. So we have to go to Kobo's Market or the Golden Shore. So we remove all the progress. And let's go ahead and we're not going to end the round quite yet because we can travel whenever we want to. So we might as well we might as well try and like soothe some fatigue here. Let's go ahead and use 2 fitness on the Tidewater. Oh wait, this needs to shuffle real quick. -1. We do succeed. So we pry open, we deal a damage to this thing. And we soothe 2 fatigue. We got another Carbon Forged Trowel and a Static Shifter. There we go. After you add 1 or more damage to a Flora, you can add 1 Vittle to this gear. And then we can choose a Ranger, use a Vittle to soothe to fatigue. That's the last little bit of our engine. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to pay for it right now. So I think we'll end the round. We'll go ahead and travel. Let's go ahead and travel. I do like this. I don't like this more, but I do like this more for stream. We got Kobo's Market, which is all the way down here, and the Golden Shore, which is up here. Ain't no way we are finishing this in a day, which is a little bit on me for misreading the rules. So actually, we can go down to this. No, we can't go down to the spire. We don't have any way to traverse this like waterway. We can go over to Boulder Field, then go down to Kobo's Market. But then we're so far away from Golden Shore. Do we want to go up to Golden Shore first? Honestly, I'm kind of wondering if we just replay the day because I missed that. And I just have a little bit more. I have a better understanding, and we don't end the day after 1 We don't end the day after just one failure. I think that may be what we do is just kind of take this as a learning lesson. We replay the day using white sky or like starting again at white sky and understanding and starting at day 4 because I think technically white sky is flooded right now compared to like what we did. And so I think that maybe actually what we choose to do instead is to look at um, just replaying and considering this a learning game. Hmm. Yeah, probably a good call. Yeah, just because I feel like that messes with a lot of stuff. Alrighty, cool. Um, hmm. Knowing that that ends the day is a big question mark or a big thing to go on. Okay, 8:30. Let's go ahead and play it now. So that was fun. We did it. Alrighty, so let's do this. Let's start out at day 4. We'll start at day 4. We're gonna start here in our white sky area. I start with downpour and rising waters is on the table because we got rising waters from the start of the scenario. White sky does not have any progress on it. This is definitely a tough game to pull out and play one game, pack it up. It needs to be a lot of games in a row to manage everything. I agree with that. I do agree with that. Um, yeah, I agree. There's a lot going on. A lot going on. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I also was not doing anything with the lure. So we are at White Sky. We get one card, which is a carnivorous naiad. Naiad. 2 presents. It's along the way. You cannot remove your token except with the following test. We pull ourselves out of it. The ranger with the most fatigue must discard 1 awareness or move their token to this feature. That sucks. If your token is on a water feature, it stabs you with its teeth, you suffer 1 injury. Dude, this thing is mean. This thing is mean. Lord of the Rings, Arkham Horror Champions have a lot of carryovers, so those aren't too bad to play. Yeah, this does feel like a completely different game than those 3. These are in here. Alrighty. We got White Sky, the Market, and Golden Shore, which also makes me think that I really want to use that the friendly person over here that can pull in and or that can charter me across the lake over to I think it's to the Golden Shore because that saves me a lot of travel. That saves me a lot of travel. So that would be nice. 3, 6. Perceptive. We got the helmet. We got Eagle Eye. Static Shifter we'll keep. A Leaf in the Breeze and Compassionate. We'll mulligan those. We got Bold. Carbon Force Trowel. 2, 4, 5. Familiar Ground. It's a pretty tough. I guess we do have 2 days now. We have 2 days to do it. So that's much, much better than trying to do it all in one day. All right, let's go ahead and use 2 to play the Static Shifter. Let's use 2 to play the Trowel. We use 1 to play the Helmet. We are feeling pretty decent here. Let's go ahead and we're gonna dodge the Naiad, and we're just gonna search. We're gonna go awareness here. +1. We're looking at 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. So this is an obstacle. I don't want that. I don't really want this flood card either. I think I kind of want to put that on the bottom. Because this is going over here to the carnivorous naiad. And I don't think that I guess I do have bold. That's not a trail, so this familiar ground doesn't really work. I think I want to toss the flood. Got a loon trail, got a loon trail Holt, tributary stream. I think we're going to toss the tributary stream and we'll take both of these. This allows us to have a little bit of flexibility for what we do flood. And we draw this guy who ambushes us, puts us there. All right. Then we shuffle. Alrighty. It was red. If our token's on a water feature, there are 2 more active predators. There's another active, we're good. Okay. Let's go ahead and put our energy back out here. Oh, this slid so far. Wow. There we go. Draw a card into another static shifter. That could be interesting. That is Flora. We could probably clear this with the Carbon Forge Trowel. And I don't think that would be too bad. Okay. We have this romping loon trill here. You want to do anything with that guy? Do you ever play custom content for champions? My brother and I are collaborating a defender wave. Oh, nice. No, I don't really play much custom content. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. I don't play much custom content at all. Yeah. I think I want to get this guy set up because this guy is going to be flooded. Well, actually, we have this as well. Let's go ahead and dodge this romping loon trail to try and carbon force trowel to tend. We're gonna add 2 spirit. We can modify it with triangles. I may modify it with a. I think I am gonna modify it with a static shifter and a familiar ground. So that's gonna be 4 total. -2. Jeez. So that's 2. Ah. That's so sad. Then we get to add a token here as a Vittle. Can't believe we hit that -2. Suppose you have enough release content to yeah, there. Yeah, I've looked through a lot of the custom stuff. I think the custom stuff is really fascinating and really cool. I just I printed out all of the determination aspect cards from Design Hacker. I thought that was really interesting. I just never got to play them. That was red also. So nothing happens. Cool. I don't really know what I want to do with my life here. We can try and interact with this. I don't think I want to interact with that. I want to destroy that with my Carbon Forge Trowel. I want to hack at the Carnivorous Naiad. Got the Romping Loon Trill. Do you know Determination was originally going to be the 5th aspect? Caleb's and Boggs talked about that. Yeah, and then they did put it in. They put that and what's the orange aspect in Dagger? They did add Determination and oh shoot, why can't I not think of that? I don't know. There's a 6th aspect in Marvel Dagger, but I think Determination, and then they took those the design or like the idea of Determination and put it back in. Yeah, I played Dagger. I played Dagger a couple times. It wasn't my favorite. I think I would like it a lot more if I hadn't ever played Champions. So I think I guess I should say that. But yeah, I have played Dagger. I streamed Dagger once or twice, a couple times actually. Hmm. I'm thinking that we're just gonna fatigue ourselves like nobody's business. I think we're just going to. We could Eagle Eye. We could scout 3 path cards and draw a path card. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and spend 1 to Eagle Eye. We're gonna scout 4 path cards, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we take, if we keep this right here, then we draw the Flood. We draw the Luntril Holt, and then we can throw the Flood onto the Holt and clear that. It is a feature, so we would have to traverse it, which is not too bad. We do have a double, we have a bold in our hand. I'm ready for champions to do dual aspect cards. I think it's coming. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's in Age of Apocalypse, but I could see it being the next one. I could see that because they had player side schemes. Was there a gimmick in Age of Apocalypse? I don't really think that there was. We got player side schemes in Next Evolution, but I don't think there really was anything for Age. I kind of want the Tidewater muskets. I like Tidewater muskets. We have a lot of ways to soothe fatigue right now. So we're actually gonna toss Tidewater onto the bottom. And we're gonna draw this Holt. Besides Psych, oh yes, Psychic. Yeah, yeah. I guess that was kind of the big thing. Psychic is so cool. I'm so ready for Psychic. Okay, so we did that. We're about to get the Flood. Um, I feel like I didn't. Did I do anything this round? We'll go ahead and end here. Unexhaust everything. Draw into a Perceptive, and we get Flood here. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and use 2 fitness and a bold to go here to the Luntril Holt. We will suffer 1 fatigue. We could dodge that, but honestly, we have a Vittle which soothes 2 fatigue, and I'd rather dodge this if we need to kind of search up there. Which honestly, do we need to search up there? No, we're good. We're gonna go 2, and we got a 0. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna add 1 token here to the weather. This is clear. Oh wait, no, there. We added progress. This gets shuffled into the deck, which we lose Elder again. We got blue. If there's an active predator other than a romping, there's not. So we're good. Sweet. I think every future hero is going to ask the question, is this a good psychic ally? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And then you can look back at some of the older heroes. That's one of the things I'm really excited to like revisit some of the older heroes to see how they would deal with like a psychic. I think my favorite one, thinking about it more and more, is Venom from Spider's deck. I think she's gonna be crazy good. Let's go ahead and use a static shifter to soothe 2 fatigue. Hey, we got an Eagle Eye and a breathe into it. The string quartet just pulled out Indiana Jones. War Machine in the Iron Man deck isn't bad. Well, War Machine has a when entering play ability, right? Like when he enters play. So I think unless there's something that like allows you to trigger those when entering play abilities again, I think anything that enters play and has an effect. I don't know if I'm gonna target it. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, War Machine from the. I was thinking Iron Man from the War Machine deck. Yeah, War Machine from the Iron Man deck. Oh, where he can just he has the Gatling gun and can spray everything. Yeah, that would be cool. That'll be cool. Yeah. Let's go. Let's do Eagle Eye. We're gonna spend 1 to Eagle Eye. We'll scout 4 path cards. We got Romping, Flesh Blue, Kelpweed, Artel, and Elder. Okay, so I don't think I want a Romping. Flesh Blue, Kelpweed. I think I do kind of want the fresh blue Kelpweed. Just having another flora around that can trigger my static shifter is nice. Artel we don't want. We want the other one that can take 2 damage to deal 1 to everything. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. It'll be another way to play Iron Man 2. I think we're gonna toss both of these. We're gonna draw the fresh blue Kelpweed and put Elder back on top of the deck. Get a little bit closer to our next flood because we do have to find those flood cards fairly quickly because we don't have that much time. We just have 2 deck passes effectively to find them. So that can be an issue. Let's do a tend. We're going to commit 2 spirit to here. We will go ahead and suffer a fatigue from the romping. No, you know what? We're just going to dodge the romping. We don't need to suffer the fatigue. We're going 2, 0. We got 4 damage here. We're going to add another Vittle. I think the one I haven't seen talked about much is Ant-Man and Wasp deck. I also think Wasp has gotten sneaky strong as the game grows. Yeah, I haven't done my Wasp hero spotlight yet. I'm excited for that. Wasp is a really fun hero. Wasp has a lot of really cool things going on. Blue, add 1 token to the weather. There's a romping Loontrill in play. It moves to along the way. Okay. This is set up so that if we draw a flood, we don't mind putting it here. Because if we put it here, we can clear it pretty easily with a Carbon Forge Trowel. We're going to end the round there, so we'll go ahead and stand up. Walk with me. There we go. There we go. Ooh, now we really want to hit those floods. One of the best alter egos. Oh, yeah, 100%. Shuffling those mental resources back in. You got X, you got Nick Fury, you got all your healing cards. I really like the idea. I've never played it, but I like the idea of Wasp being like the healer. Draw Elder. Elder's chilling with us now. Okay. Now that we have to walk with me, I'm kind of thinking that we want to just clear this carnivorous naiad because that's just annoying to have around. So if we can clear that, that is our spirit, which is also what is going to clear everything else on this table. Yeah. So I think I want to, we kind of need to. I think maybe what we do is we test awareness first up here. Or do we start no, we want to traverse with a walk with me. So I think we're going to go awareness. We're going to exhaust here to dodge here. So we suffer 1 fatigue from the romping. We're going to go 2, 0. Nice. So we scout 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna take. Now we're gonna throw this on the bottom. We're gonna top deck. Perfect. Okay. I was thinking about keeping the Tidewater Muckets, but so I'm happy that I have it here. All the multiple men. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a ooh. I think I'd seen that somewhere, but I that just reminded me of it. That's a fun game. That's fun right there. Yeah. Active Predator. Oh yeah. Our Elder's about to die. We need to clear Elder. I didn't definitely didn't come up with it. It's a really cool idea though, because multiple man only searches your deck. So that yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Alrighty. Hmm. Hmm. I think we need to clear here. We're gonna clear Elder. I guess we're gonna try. We're gonna go 2 -1. Oh, add 1 progress here. The ranger with the fewest or the most fatigue has to discard an awareness. That's why we kept that. We suffer another fatigue. Nope. Exhausted. There's an exhausted. Exhaust this. And ready the romping loon troll. We're going to go ahead and static shifter to soothe this 2 fatigue. And then I think we're going to end the round. Mainly because I don't want to have Elder die. So if I draw a oh, is this a predator? Oh shoot. This died. She's dead. Alrighty. Or he's dead. Oops. Alright, so Elder is dead. So that's kind of fun. We have to read 51. Our first NPC that died. Oops. Elder Murtagh gasps and collapses. You run to his side and quickly confirm your fears. His injuries are severe enough that you're going to have to find him proper medical attention. In the day. No! No! We end the day again. Yikes. Okay. Okay. The Elder died. Stupid Elder. This carnivorous Naiad is pretty tough. I'm sure it's fine. Right? Wow. Okay, so that ends the day. Huh. That's too bad. There's no way we're clearing these 3 locations in one day. It's like not possible, right? We got White Sky, Golden Shore, and Kobo's Market. So if we started at Golden Shore, there is a very slight possibility, but no, there's really not because it's 3 in every single one. Honestly, this is crazy that it feels like this is easier when you go higher players. There doesn't feel like there's that much scaling here for player count because you see more floods, you're able to clear more floods, you're able to add the progress quicker because you're drawing more cards. Also, that's just a tough. I guess I should have seen that. I couldn't exhaust it though. I could have gone. I guess I could have gone Carbon Forge Trowel instead of trying to clear Elder. But I mean, still, same thing would have happened because it was the same test and everything. So we would have died regardless. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think we have to kind of make the call of which one of these 2 we want to save. I think we're gonna probably end it there tonight. We're gonna start back up probably again next week. Yeah, but I have a video to edit for tomorrow because I am a procrastinator. So I think we're gonna. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be really really tough. So starting at day 5, we're going to probably have to choose which ones of these to save. I think White Sky is one to save, and I haven't been up to the Golden Shore, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to save the Golden Shore as well. I'm trying to think of how this could have been, or like what the balancing here for one player is. I don't know. Well, I guess like this takes more to clear. by one player. But it feels like we would have seen more floods. I may toy with the idea, depending on how this ends up. Maybe after day 6, I may toy with the idea of bringing in another ranger and playing two-handed. One, we get to see more cards, but two, like, I feel like it'd be nice to have a little bit of diversification of what we can do on our team. Cool. Excellent. So thank you all for hanging out. I will be live again in like 13 hours. We're doing a lot of streams today or this week, so that's exciting. We're going to be playing Star Wars Unlimited with Step Into the Portal of Brant, and the two of us are going to be playing at 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow morning for Star Wars. I'm so pumped. Thanks all for hanging out on an evening stream. Don't usually get to do many of these, but I appreciate y'all hanging out, and I'll see you around. Peace.